From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your afternoon update. Your weekend weather update is made possible by Caltrans District 2.
Hey folks, good afternoon. Hope you had a nice Sunday and a nice weekend so far. First things first, we'll take a look at the weather satellite. And in terms of the weather, cloud cover, we're pretty much fine. I don't really see much in the way of that. That's lifted off to the north. I think the X factor right now is that haze, some of that smoke across the area, especially from the Hill Fire in eastern Humboldt County, drifting down towards Hayfork, towards Rutho, maybe even in towards western portions of the valley. But let's discuss that more in just a second. Also hazy up in Siskiyou County, Modoc County. But all in all, temperatures, right? We're going to be in the upper, I'd say 90s, right? Lower 100s. That's kind of what we're seeing here for today, for tomorrow. Notice that band of triple digits all the way down the valley, about 105 to 107 in some of the hottest spots. Trinity County as well, 100 to 102. Then you got those 90s wrapping around with a few intermingled triple digits out by the 395 corridor. But yeah, like I said, cloud cover, not much there, but it is kind of smoky. So there's the Hill Fire out there in eastern Humboldt County. The general flow is bringing a lot of that muck past into Trinity County, really south of 299. Leading into Redding there. So through this evening, you might see some of that smoke filtering down into the valley, kind of thick at times too, a little bit moderate there. But for the rest of us, it'll just be generally a light haze, due in large part to those fires up to the north in Oregon. Big time fires going on out there. So we're relatively lucky right now. We don't have any ginormous, huge fires like that, but still, Hill Fire is burning pretty intensely. That's the main smoke maker here over the next, I'd say, 24 to 48 hours. And again, as we head through our Monday, same situation. That stuff's getting funneled into Trinity County. So Hayfork, you've been seeing that over the last several days, right? All the way to Weaverville up here in North Trinity County. So you've kind of gotten used to it, right? It's kind of smoky and just gross out there. Not good for more vulnerable groups out there, COPD, things like that. Just want to keep that in mind here. So let's take a look in the extended term, see what we have in store for the weather. Right now, as we head through Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I'm seeing signs that that trend is downwards for the weather. And again, in terms of temperatures, right? And again, I do want to mention that moisture possible Tuesday into Wednesday out east. It's a really small chance, but it's a chance nonetheless, so I just thought I'd mention that. But we're pretty much dry in the extended term. Reason being, well, there's just not much in the way of energy. We're cooling off. That's really the big story, I think. I know a lot of us have been kind of sick and tired of that widespread 105, 110, 115 in the valley. Good news for you, we're not going to be in that range anymore as we head into the next 5 or 6 days. Though we do warm up beyond it, still a good few days of a break has been long awaited, and I think finally we're starting to see that trend positively here in the North State. So let's take a look at the trend here. We'll start with Trinity County here for tomorrow. Upper 90s, triple digits here expected in terms of the temperatures. We're not going to be cooling down yet. We got to get a little hotter before we get cooler, but check this out. So yeah, 106, 107 for the next couple of days. Check out Friday into next weekend. You see that cool down? Yeah, that's pretty substantial. Now, we're going to iron out the numbers as we head closer and closer to it, but still, the signs are very, very promising for us to get rid of this big-time heat and maybe even cool down back below average. Taking a look at the north coast, going to be gusty out there, 15, 20 miles an hour out of the north. Over the next several days, mid-60s cooling back down to the lower 60s. Marine boundary layer is cranking out there with that sharp northerly wind here really sticking around for the long term. Don't think that's going anywhere. Up here, a little further inland, check it out here. Yeah, maybe some triple digits over the next 24 to 48 hours. But you see that? We get back down to the lower 90s, maybe even near 90 by Friday and into next weekend. There's your trend there as well. Siskiyou County, you're right along with it too. 99 to 100 here out west, really west of Mount Shasta cities where it gets hotter, of course, as usual. But check out those 90s turning into 80s by the end of the week. Heck yes, if you're anything like me, that is a welcome trend out there if you're sick and tired of these triple digits, which again, out here in Modoc County, we'll still be seeing. And again, by the way, I talked about it over the next, 2 or 3 days, really Tuesday-ish, kind of Wednesday-ish, that sort of time frame for the possibility of some monsoon moisture. Not a big chance there. Main story out here as well is that cool down creeping back in towards the end of the week. Eastern Mountains, Plumas County, same story, upper 90s, lower triple digits out here. 98 to 102, that's kind of the 4-degree range you can kind of expect out here, right? So it's still going to be hot. Same situation, right? I'm sort of sounding like a broken record, but you know what? I love this song, right? That's really the best way to put it. Thursday, Friday, into next weekend, that's the time frame. So as we end this week and head into the next weekend, I think I'll be talking to you with much less temperatures, right? As we're talking about updates next weekend. So that's going to be real nice. Let's go south, down here in the valley. Triple digits, they're no more by the time we're heading towards that time frame Friday and into Saturday. And again, I would not take these exact numbers at face value. I'm not telling you it'll be exactly that, but this is a good sign, right? Of course, we're going to iron that out. Could trend either direction here over the next several days, but for the next few, we're going to stay 105 to 110 in the northern portions of the valley. But look at the horizon, look towards the end of the week, and we have that cool down finally taking back over here, at least for a little bit. So a welcome change in the forecast.